Well, it has been a constant decline coming in for the commodities in the international markets at least. Take a look at the gold price. Then we are looking at a fresh 3-week close on to that one. We have broken below $1,280 an ounce as well in the Asian markets right now. Remember, even as the prices have been declining so much, there's not too much of a physical buying coming in. The US dollar is trading at a 2-week high. That is putting pressure on the prices. It's not just gold. If you look at the silver prices, there has been a constant decline there as well. It's not the same case in the Indian markets because of rupee depreciation. You have seen the calculations built on the higher side here. So not too much of a decline, and the rupee really seems to be cushioning the decline in case of Indian markets. The energy space in the meanwhile also has seen some profit taking coming in. The strength in US dollar, also Iran and the United Nations reaching an accord that it would be the nuclear facilities would be available or accessible for the monitors is something that's taken some premium of these prices as well. In the Indian markets, of course, the support continues because of the rupee yet again. It again is a rupee play. As you talk about the base metal space, we have seen copper prices kind of stall the kind of gains that you saw in the previous some days. The Indian markets in the meanwhile though seem to be holding up because of the rupee. A good run-up though has been coming in for the ferrous metals. If you look at the iron ore prices and the steel prices, those actually are trading at multi-month highs in the international markets. How do you trade all of those commodities? For that, let's get in Shrikant Jha from PJ Commodities, and he joins us on the show with his strategies. Shrikant, hi, welcome to the show. How are you looking at the crude prices? Because it seems to be quite news-driven at this point, but because of the rupee, what kind of levels would you watch out in the Indian markets?
Yes, while crude is in a downtrend, it is not really moving much, and it's in a very narrow range at present. So we suggest just selling it at about 6,100 and covering it at about maybe 5,950 or even 5,850. So at this point, you could probably look at being on the short side of crude at 6,100 and covering it around the 5,900 levels.
Shrikant, how would you look at gold then? Because there are those fears about QE3 tapering, and you also have seen strong data coming in from China, and that has taken the risk or rather the safe haven buying from gold. Also, there's no physical buying coming in from India and much of Asia. Would you see further pressure coming in for gold prices?
Yeah, as far as gold is concerned, there's nothing much been happening in the last couple of weeks. It's still stuck in that 30,000 levels, and we would sell it at about maybe 30,200 for about 29,800 or so. Nothing much happening there, and the reason of this being on the bearish side would be that the international gold is actually down, just trading around the 1,270 levels or so, and that is continuing to be bearish. So under the circumstances, there is nothing much in it, but you could probably trade it for these 400 points. So sell it at about 30,200 and look to cover it around 29,800.